Dreams are quite fascinating and odd. More often than not, dreams are just like a jumble of inconsequential things, like what you ate for dinner, or maybe a TV show that you watched, an article you read, an encounter that you had at work or at school or in church, a particular or personal issue maybe that you're struggling with, and so forth. A dream can be your subconscious mind reorganizing thoughts. And unless you immediately jot down in your journal what you dreamed about, chances are the little details about that dream will just vanish into thin air. But once in a rare blue moon, a dream is so vivid that it sticks with you and leaves you feeling as if God is really trying to get your attention. And all the better if the message of that dream aligns with God's will, meaning the message encourages positive change and positive outcomes. Because when that happens, when they do align, chances are good that God may very well be trying to tell you something, for you to act on something. In Matthew's gospel, God was trying to tell something to a carpenter from Nazareth, Joseph, who had to make a decision about a sticky situation that he found himself in. You see, one day Joseph was betrothed to a young virgin, Mary, and the next day he had to decide whether to obey the Jewish law and stone her because she was pregnant. Not that he would do that, but the righteous Joseph found himself in such a predicament because the letter of the law dictated that he go to the city gate and announce Mary's infidelity to the elders so that he could be granted a divorce. Back then, the penalty for adultery was death by stoning. God knew that Joseph needed help to decide what to do. So God sent 4 messages to him through dreams. In the first dream, Joseph is told to take Mary as his wife because she was conceived by the Holy Spirit. Mary had been told the same thing, except her message was not in a dream. And in the second dream, Joseph is warned to leave Bethlehem and flee to Egypt, where they remained until the death of the evil King Herod. In the third dream, while in Egypt, Joseph is told that it is safe to go back to Israel. So Joseph took his family to the land known as Canaan. And finally, in the fourth dream, Joseph was warned not to go to Judea. Instead, he was to take his family to Nazareth. And when he woke up, he did just that, taking his family to the region of Galilee. Dreams are an important part of many biblical stories and passages. In ancient cultures, dreams were considered a means by which God revealed himself. They offer insight and foresight into the decisions or actions that should be made. Many dreams include visions of divine symbols or the Lord himself sharing wisdom that changes the course of history. Pope Francis himself once said that dreams symbolize the spiritual life of each of us. That inner space that each of us is called to cultivate and guard, where God manifests himself and often speaks to us. Our Holy Father warns us, however, of the other voices that might get in the way, like the voices of our fears that stunt our spiritual growth, the voices of past experiences, especially bad past experiences that cripple us, and the voice of the evil one that wants to deceive and confuse us. So it is vital that we be able to recognize the voice of God in the midst of other voices. So my friends, pay attention to your dreams. And just like with Joseph, who demonstrates to us how to make the right decisions before the word that the Lord addresses to him inwardly, our dreams may be God's way of communicating with us to make us to make our otherwise complex lives a little easier to live. Happy Feast of St. Joseph, everyone.
Hello, OLPH. My name is Mary Lynn Januszewski, and I'm the Director of Finance and Operations at Our Lady of Perpetual Help Parish in Glenview, Illinois. And this message comes to you with heartfelt gratitude and thanks for your ongoing generosity and support of OLPH Parish. This overwhelming generosity allows us to continue to serve and to minister to the parish community in so many different ways. So thank you, OLPH, for all you do. You are much appreciated.